Hey guys, welcome back to Show Me Firearms. In today's video, we're going to be putting more cheap body armor to the test. But today's armor doesn't come to us from Amazon like we've done in previous videos. Today's armor comes to us from eBay. That's right, this is the cheapest soft body armor that I could find on eBay. I believe it cost me about 30 bucks. Comes directly from China. It says it's NIJ level 3A, which should be able to stop up to a 44 Magnum. As far as what this body armor panel is made out of, it says material UHMWPE. I don't know what that means, so if you guys know what that's talking about, leave me a comment down below letting me know what this thing is made out of exactly. So it is cheap, like I said. The only problem I could potentially see with this panel, if you were to try to wear it, is it's square on the top. Usually body armor is angled, kind of like that at the top to allow you to move your arms easier. If you're wearing this thing, it kind of interferes with your movement, which is kind of a con for this body armor panel in my book. But if it is actually NIJ level 3A and can stop a 44 Magnum, you could probably deal with a little bit of discomfort for that price point if you were to try to actually use this thing. But that's enough talk. Let's get this thing set up downrange, get the guns out, and see if this is actually a level 3A plate for only 30 bucks off of eBay. Here's the setup for today's test. We've got our eBay armor taped up against these gel blocks. These are here just so we have a more realistic-ish backing up against our armor. We're not trying to test if a bullet passes through the armor, how deep it goes. We're trying to test if this armor is actually 3A or not. If a bullet does get caught in here or passes through and we have a wound channel, that's just the icing on the cake. These blocks are used, just full disclosure. As you can see, we have previous wound channels running vertically through them, but any wound channels we get in today's video will be running horizontally, so we'll still be able to tell which is which. But again, these blocks are just here for a backing. Today's test is all about whether or not this eBay armor is actually level 3A. Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but check out this shirt I'm wearing in today's video. That's right, I finally got a Show Me Firearms t-shirt for myself to wear here on the channel. I've been telling you guys to go buy them for months, but I'm ashamed to say I didn't actually have one myself until today. So I've got the Show Me shirt with my Ruger AR-556 right up there on top. If you guys want to get your own Show Me AR-556 t-shirt and all my other merch, be sure to check out my store underneath this video. I would really appreciate the support for the channel. 22 long rifle is up first. This will for sure stop, even in this cheap eBay armor, but you still got to do a 22 as a control for any experiment, right? And we're just shooting a 40 grain lead round nose today. I've also got my other camera sitting right here, so hopefully we can get some slow-mo with these rounds impacting this armor. So after each shot, I'm going to have to jump up and trigger the camera. Just wanted to give you guys a head up so you know what the heck I'm up to after each shot. So, 22 long rifle, 40 grain, lead round nose, it's going to stop. There's our hit with 22. I did it way down low left, just so we have more real estate for later on. What do we got in the back? Ooh, look at that, would ya? Look at this bulge right here. That's just from a 22 long rifle, mind you. And this thing is supposed to be able to stop a 44 Magnum. I'm starting to have some serious doubts about that with all this damage from a little 22. But there's only one way to know. Let's get out a 9mm, see if this thing can stop a 9. 9mm, 115 grain, full metal jacket, just range ammo, nothing crazy. Can the eBay armor stop a 9mm? What do you guys think? Pause the video, let me know in the comment down below. As far as my prediction, seeing what that 22 did, I think it will stop, but just barely. Let's find out. Okay, here's our hit with the 9mm. Did it go through? Oh, okay. All right, I'm feeling it. It did not go through. You see right there, it did not go through. But oh, it tried so hard to go through. Look at the impression it made on our ballistics gel right there. Whew. If this was one of those Ballistic Dummy Labs torsos, there would definitely be some broken ribs, I'm going to say. Because that, oh my gosh, that really tried to go through. That was close. After we're done shooting this thing, we will cut it open so we can see exactly what's going on the inside. But it did stop a 9mm. Okay, so far so good. So I was going to try a 40 Smith & Wesson up against this armor, but after seeing how much damage 9mm did, I really don't want to chew up this body armor panel too early. So we're going to skip ahead to 45 ACP, 230 grain, full metal jacket. I think 45 will stop. It's a bigger, heavier round, yes, but it's going slower than a 9mm. So I think 45 is still going to stop. Here is our hit with the 45. This whole thing is getting all twisted up, but you can see where the fabric is cut right there. So that's where a 45 went in. Let's go ahead and tip this thing over so we can see a little bit better. What's this? Oh, that's the 9mm. Look at that. It was just laying there under the ballistics gel. Look at that. That's cool. What's all this? Oh, this is fragments of plastic from the hard layer I was talking about right there. So that's getting just destroyed and it's all like falling out underneath it. Okay, 45 stopped. So this is our 9 right over here. This is our 45 and it did stop. It was close, but it did stop for 45. So, okay. I had my doubts after I saw what 22 did over here, but so far it is holding up to 3A standards. But we still need to test 44 Magnum right there, center of mass. Can this thing stop 44 Magnum? So I went ahead and scooted back just a couple of feet since that thing is starting to throw out little shards of plastic. Want to try to avoid those, so went ahead and moved back. Up next, we got the big boy, the 44 Magnum, which was at one point the largest handgun caliber in the world. It isn't anymore, of course, but at one point in history it was. That is our round right there. 44 Magnum, jacketed, hollow point. Now, I would prefer to shoot a full metal jacket or a hard cast at that armor to give it the best chance of going through, but full metal jacket 44 Magnum is so hard to find. I don't think I've ever really seen it in my local gun store. So we're just going to have to make do with a jacketed hollow point for today's video. Predictions. Gosh, at this point, I don't know. I'm going to say it's going through. After seeing what 9 and 45 did, I think 44 is going to go through. What do you guys think? Pause the video. Let me know in the comment down below if you think this eBay armor can defeat the big boy, the 44 Magnum. Moment of truth. Is this eBay armor actually level 3A? There's our hole, center mass from our 44 Magnum. I'm actually going to tip this over and I'm going to cut our tape so we can get a better look. All right, moment of truth. What do we have? It stopped it. Okay, all right, guys. This thing, it's level 3A right there. Look at that. It stopped it. Look at the impression it made right here in our ballistics gel. It punched it so hard. But look at this. It did, in fact, stop a 44 Magnum. All right. I see ya. I see ya. Okay, so this eBay armor actually is NIJ level 3A. As we just saw, it is capable of stopping 44 Magnum, especially considering the fact that it's only 30 bucks off of eBay and it can stop a 44 mag. That's pretty darn impressive. But now we get to the fun part of the video. Since this armor has passed the test and it did what it said it's supposed to do, now we get to throw even more stuff at it to see what else it can stop. So let's do that. Double-aught buckshot out of the Mossberg 500. Okay, so there's my tripod where you guys have been watching all this action from. I was sitting right there, and there's our armor, which started out over there and it flew back here. I was not expecting that. But did it stop all of our double-aught buckshot? Let's bring it over to the table and take a look. It did. Whoa, it stopped all that buckshot. Look, right here. That's where it tried to go through. Oh, but it caught it all. It caught it all. Look, it's hard to do one-handed hustle, right? Let's bring the ISO down. There you go. Now you guys can see better. Come on. It's hard to do with one hand. There's our, yeah, there's the wad right there. Part of it. Oh, it's hard to see down in there, but I don't see any individual pellets. But they're all in there because nothing came out the back, as you guys can see. Wow, okay. This thing can stop double-aught buckshot. That, I was not expecting that. That is pretty impressive. All right, here's what we're working with now. Okay, so our buckshot pretty much shredded our outer linings. This stuff is useless to us now. But the Kevlar, or whatever the stuff is made out of, is still largely intact for the most part, save one giant hole from some buckshot from a moment ago. So I taped it all back together as well as I could, and then I retaped it to our gel blocks. So now I think we can throw a couple more rounds, ideally, at this eBay armor before it's completely destroyed. So let's see what else some cheap eBay armor can stop. So I went ahead and moved back even more because this eBay armor just for some reason seems to want to come straight back at me every single time. So moved back some more, and we're going to try a 1-ounce slug next. Okay, so here's where our slug hit, just to the left of our buckshot. Did anything go through? Can't really tell. Wait a minute. There's something right there in our ballistics gel. Alright, I want to cut this off so we can investigate that further. Okay, so all I've done is I just cut the tape. I have not looked underneath here yet. Let's see what happened. Okay, there's a hole. Something went through right there. Yeah, there's definitely a hole. I'm shoving my finger into it right now. Something went through, but it's right under where the slug hit, but it's definitely not big enough to be the slug, unless it just like broke the slug up. Oh yeah, I can see right there. You guys see that right there where my index finger is? There is a hole. Yeah, so I'm going to say it caught most of the slug, and I think the slug just fragmented, and just like a little fragment of that slug passed through right there, and then came out right there. Yeah, there's no lead in there. There's nothing hard right there. So, yeah, okay. I think that's what happened. This eBay armor caught probably 95% of that slug, and then the other 5% or whatever managed to squeak through. That's still pretty impressive. I mean, that's a 1-ounce slug, and this thing still caught the vast majority of it. So I'm pretty impressed by this eBay armor, not gonna lie. Like, it's stopped a ton of stuff that we've thrown at it in today's video. But I'm starting to get a little mad at it, because like every time I think something's gonna go through, this eBay armor still stops it. So yeah, now I'm not fooling around anymore. This is for sure going through. I am not shooting .223 today, all right, guys? I am shooting 5.56, 55 grain, full metal jacket. Yeah, this is going straight through. that eBay armor. There's our little 5.56 hole right there. Backside, yeah, right there. You can see even blew up part of our tape. It blew straight through that eBay armor and that ballistics gel. All right, let's do a little dissection on this eBay armor. What do you guys say? All right, got all of our tape off of this stuff. So let's see what we got here. So here's some of this fabric that this is made out of. It's definitely some kind of tightly woven fibers. I can see them in there, like they're all shredded. So yeah, I don't know if this is Kevlar or not, but it's some kind of tightly woven fibers that are obviously capable of stopping a lot of stuff. Let's just kind of peel these layers back. All right, here's a little lead fragment from some Buckshot. Let's see what else we got in here. Just gonna start peeling these back, and we'll try to find some rounds. Oh, ha ha. That right there is the majority of our slugs. So I think my theory was right. This armor stopped like 95% of that slug, and just a little fragment, I think, carried on the rest of the way through. But yeah, oh, here's more. Yeah, here's two giant lead fragments from our slug. So yeah, this armor stopped most of it and let just a small fragment the rest of the way through. So we're about a third of the way into this thing, and I'm not really seeing much else. Oh yeah, everything stopped like in the first, I don't know, third to 1/2 of these layers of fibers. That's actually pretty impressive. Wow. Well, there you have it, guys. Cheap eBay armor. It's actually legit. It is actually level 3A like it said it was, because it stopped the 44 Magnum and then some. It stopped the Buckshot. It stopped most of that slug. It's very possible it may have stopped the entire slug had the armor not already been compromised from all those other rounds. And then, of course, it didn't stop the 5.56. That was obvious. We knew that. But the guns always have to win in these guns versus armor videos. So, of course, we had to get out some 5.56 to defeat the armor once and for all. But if you guys are looking just to stop most pistol threats out there and you're on a very tight budget, I would not hesitate to buy this eBay armor because it does stop most pistol rounds. That's pretty impressive. So I will leave a link in the description down below if you guys would like to buy some of this eBay Chinese armor for yourselves. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and to check out my merch store if you want to get a cool shirt just like this one. And until next time, show me them firearms. Now, this is absolutely going to tick the government off. But that's kind of the whole point of the Second Amendment, and that's why we love it so much.